Hey guys, Hamsterwheel here with a new video, and today I would like to talk about Classic, or just WoW Vanilla in general for that matter. You see, over the last month or so we have seen a sudden increase in people once again trying out the vanilla version of the game, even though before it seemed like this version of WoW was on its last legs. So why is it then? Why is there all of a sudden an increasing popularity for some good old vanilla, even though people have complained about many of the faults it has? Well, no one really knows the true answer for sure, but in this video I would like to go over a few reasons why that could be the case, so without further ado, let's dive right into it. The first reason simply being the charm of vanilla. And yes, that does sound kind of cheesy, but I really believe that in terms of charm, nothing can beat the earliest version of World of Warcraft. And I don't think it's all nostalgia, even though it definitely is part of the equation. I really believe that the world of vanilla is possibly the best world of Warcraft to immerse yourself in. I don't know about you guys, but with all of the tweaks and changes that happened over multiple expansions, it really felt like the leveling became a little too polished, too streamlined, too convenient. Maybe it's just me, but with any newer version of World of Warcraft, I felt like my hand was just being held a little too much, especially after the Cataclysm revamp. Quests were all conveniently in the same area, barely any mob posed a threat to me anymore, and I really felt like I was on a smooth, straight, 6-lane leveling highway that was mainly focused on getting me to max level as fast as humanly possible. And yes, that type of leveling is faster, it's more convenient, but does it automatically make it better? Aren't we all, at the end of the day, playing this game mostly for fun? Again, I'll use the highway as an example. If you were to choose an epic adventure where the journey itself is really important, what would you choose? That very fast and convenient highway that gets you to your destination fast, but you barely see anything in between? Or something like Route 66, which takes you longer, forces you to look around a bit more and puts some barriers in your way that makes you have to talk to the locals and where to find this gas station or that convenience store? Of course, the easy and tempting answer would be the highway, because everyone wants to be max level with full epic gear, right? And if that's on your mind, you really feel this sense that you have to rush there as fast as possible. But is it really that bad that you take a little bit longer to get there? Does it really matter that you get your full set of epic gear maybe a month or two later? Do you think Molten Core or Blackened Lair will just magically vanish if you don't get to max level within 2 weeks? Probably not. And if you learn to let go of this feeling, you'll start to appreciate the world of vanilla much more. Yes, quests are scattered all over the place. Yes, this mob you need to kill is all the way on the other side of the zone. And you sometimes think, man, I wish I wouldn't have to run all the way there. But this world is supposed to be real and breathing. It's not supposed to cater to your every need and revolve around you. Now, you are revolving around the world. Vanilla gives you a basic toolkit and a more figure-it-out-yourself type of approach, and that really contributes to that sense of adventure and immersion. I'll also go ahead and say that the charm also comes from the whole feel of vanilla, and with that I mean that it follows a very Tolkien-esque atmosphere, meaning classic creatures and zones you find in a lot of fantasy novels or movies. You know, things like orcs, dragons, elves, and whatnot. And yes, I know that the Burning Legion was a very early part of Warcraft lore, I know that orcs came from another planet and yada yada, but I always felt like the Burning Crusade, while again, following the correct lore from Warcraft, just felt a little too science fiction for me with spaceships, futuristic looking buildings and whatnot. Don't get me wrong, TBC was kind of an awesome expansion, but I think vanilla just does things better in terms of charm and immersion, and I absolutely understand the appeal of playing in this world, as I myself have dabbled into playing on it on the Turtle WoW server and a little bit on Duskhaven as well. Now, another thing we have to talk about is of course hardcore. I see more and more people trying hardcore on both private servers and on the official classic servers, which also really contributes to the growing interest in vanilla. There's also rumors going around that there will be official hardcore servers in the future, which is just awesome considering the humble beginnings of hardcore, where it was just Cargos and a few others doing it themselves, and seeing it evolve into this bigger and bigger movement and adding a whole new way of playing the game is just amazing to see. I think another thing that affects the popularity of Classic is the fact that retail is currently in a bit of a content drought, with many people waiting for patch 10.1 to go live at the 21st of March, which will be in a day or two when this video goes live. Perhaps people are just looking to kill some time on Classic servers until the next major patch releases on WoW Retail. And you know what? Maybe it's just the natural cycle of vanilla. I really think vanilla is such a charming version of the game that I think it's only a matter of time before people get the vanilla itch again. And considering how it's been about 1.5 years since Season of Mastery was launched, it wouldn't surprise me that people are just simply interested in playing vanilla again, which is also one of the reasons why I'm playing on Turtle WoW. Vanilla just grabs you like no other version of WoW does, in my humble opinion, and it's only a matter of time before you feel the need to start playing it again. Now, for all of the shortcomings, there's actually a few private servers that started to expand on the rough diamond that is vanilla. You now have the ability to dabble into vanilla again, but with some changes. And yes, I know some people get really salty when I mention changes, but a server like Turtle WoW has proven that changes aren't automatically bad. Yes, there is a line, wherever that is, but the changes there are fitting additions to the world, like new villages, new NPCs, new music, and whatnot. It has shown that the core of the game doesn't have to be overhauled to offer people a proper vanilla experience, with some additions here and there to spice things up, and it shows in the population that this way of playing vanilla is also on the rise, with the server reaching well over 4,000 people playing on it at the same time. It may just be me, but I also think that for some reason YouTube is also starting to push more and more videos about Vanilla Plus, as I'm still left scratching my head why my initial Turtle WoW video got so many views, and pretty much any other video after that as well. And I've heard people say that they just out of nowhere started getting videos about Turtle WoW in their recommended feed. So perhaps that has something to do with the rising popularity of vanilla as well. It could just be that YouTube's algorithm is now pushing videos regarding vanilla and Vanilla Plus. So, I hope I was able to explain to you why I think vanilla is on the rise again. It could be a plethora of reasons, but there's no denying that interest in the very first version of WoW is once again rising. Whether this will be a short moment of hype and die down within a moment, no one can really tell for sure. But for now, as someone who likes seeing the spotlight being shined on vanilla WoW once again, I'm happy with the way things are going. Also because I myself play on Turtle WoW, so seeing that server packed and sprawling with players really adds to the feel of playing an old school MMORPG. And that's all for now. As always, I want to thank you for watching this video. I'm Hamsterwheel and have a good one.